Namah Shivaya. Namaskar. Today we are going to tell you the story of Karwa Chauth. This is the story you can listen while doing your Karwa Chauth puja. We are giving this story in English here because many women of not Hindi language they want to hear the story during their puja. So here is the famous story of Veervati. Karwa Chauth story starts. Long time ago, in a glorious kingdom, lived a princess called Veervati. She was the only sister of her 7 brothers. Brothers used to love him like anything in the world. As she grew into a young woman, she was married off to a mighty king. As per the tradition, Queen Veervati returned to her parents' house to celebrate her first Karwa Chauth after marriage. On this day, it is the ritual not to cut anything, not to sew anything, means not to use knife, not to use needles, and have the food only after watching the moon, because moon is considered as the form of Lord Shiva on this day, who is the ultimate god of blissful married life. On this occasion, during Karwa Chauth, she followed the rituals of observing vrat fast for her beloved husband from morning to evening. In the late afternoon, she started feeling hungry. She was young, weak, and very delicate. She was almost about to faint. Her body is too weak. Her brothers, when they saw her sister's this condition, they decided that they will make her eat. So they decided to place a fire on a big banyan tree and reflect it through a round mirror which give an illusion of a moon. They made a false moon. As Queen Veervati was keenly awaiting for the appearance of moon, she mistook the mirror for the moon and ended her fast. As soon as Queen Veervati broke her fast and ate her evening meal, she received the shocking message that her husband died. Inconsolable, the queen rushed back to her husband's house. Along the way, she found Lord Shiva and consort goddess Parvati appeared before her and told her that she had been deceived by her brothers. The glow of the light she had seen was not the moon. Queen Veervati became very sad. Then she pleaded for the forgiveness. Shiva and Parvati assured Queen that her husband would be brought back to life only when she observed strict fast rituals of Karwa Chauth. They further added that her husband would be ill for some time. So when Queen Veervati arrived at the palace, she saw her husband's body is full of pierced needles. And according to goddess Parvati, she can remove only one needle in a day. Queen Veervati started serving her husband with full dedication. Queen was able to pull out one piece of needle from king's body daily. In the following year, on the day of Karwa Chauth, when there was one single needle was left in the king's body, Queen started keeping the fast from morning. She went to market to buy the puja item for Karwa Chauth. She told her maid to look after king. When she went to market, the cunning maid, she took out the last needle from the king's body, and king came into consciousness. He thought that the maid is his queen. Cunning maid didn't tell that she is not the queen. When Veervati came back from the market, she was shocked, but she was happy to see her husband back in life. She thought this has also happened because the last year she has broken the fast by looking at false moon. Despite this, Queen remained devoted and observed her fast rigorously. One day when the king was going to some other estate for some important visit, king asked his queen, which is a maid, what she wants. The maid told about the jewelry, fine clothes, and lots of other valuable things. King was very pleased with the service of maid, which is actually Veervati, her queen. He also asked, "What do you want?" She told king that I want an identical dolls. King couldn't understand that his queen, which is a maid actually, is asking for the lots of good valuable thing, while this simple maid, she has served me so well, but she is just asking the identical dolls. What is the secret behind this? He didn't understand, but he went. While coming back, he gets all the gift asked by his queen and the maid. He gives all the gift to the queen and the identical dolls to the maid, which is Veervati. By taking the dolls in the hand, Veervati started exchanging the dolls from one hand to another hand and singing the song रोली की गोली हो गई गोली की रोली हो गई रोली की गोली हो गई गोली की रोली हो गई, which means queen has turned into maid and the maid has turned into a queen. Queen has turned into a maid and maid has turned into a queen. Then the king understood that what has happened, and because of the devotion, king understood that he has made mistake in recognizing his queen and the maid. He understood that the maid is his queen, and that is why he is having the high moral character. The king felt sorry and reinstated Veervati as his queen. This incident also increased their love towards each other. Both of them, they were very devoted towards each other. With the blessings of Lord Shiva and Parvati, they lead a very happy married life, and they lived happily ever after. Om Namah Shivaya.